Dear students, welcome back to the part 2 session of Processing and Analysis of Data. In this session, we will cover the analysis of data in detail. So, the learning outcome will be the definition of analysis, then types of analysis, followed by hypothesis testing, and the different medium of the test used for testing the hypothesis will be discussed in detail. So let's start first the analysis. The term analysis refers to the computations of certain measures along with searching for patterns of relationships that exist among data groups. Analysis, particularly in case of survey or experimental data, involves estimating the values of unknown parameters of the population and testing of hypotheses for drawing inferences. So, on the basis of this definition, now we can categorize the analysis into two types. The two main types of statistical analysis and methodologies are descriptive and inferential. Number one, in case of descriptive analysis, it is largely the study of distribution of one variable. This study provides us with the profiles of companies, work groups, persons, and other subjects on any of a multiple of characteristics such as size, composition, efficiency, preferences, and etc. This sort of analysis may be in respect of one variable, described as unidimensional analysis, or in respect of two variables, that is, described as bivariate analysis, or in respect of more than two variable, that is, described as multivariate analysis. Now, in case of inferential analysis, it is concerned with the various tests of significance for testing hypothesis in order to determine with what validity data can be said to indicate some conclusion. It is also concerned with the estimation of population values. It is mainly on the basis of inferential analysis that the task of interpretation, that is, the task of drawing inferences and conclusion, is performed. Now, coming to the hypothesis testing. To understand this hypothesis testing, we need to understand first what is hypothesis means. As I discussed already in the class, that hypotheses are known as sometimes an assumptions. So here, hypothesis testing is an essential procedure in statistics. A hypothesis test evaluates two mutually exclusive statements about a population to determine which statement is best supported by the sample data. To justify all this hypothesis testing, we need to also understand the test that has been used here. So, I have already written down in this video the chi-square test, the z-test, the t-test, and the f-test. In order to understand this all four in detail, let us start with the chi-square test first. The chi-square statistics is commonly used for testing relationships between categorical variables. The null hypothesis of the chi-square test is that no relationship exists on the categorical variable in the population, as it means as they are independent in nature. In case of z-test, z-test is a statistical test used to determine whether two population means are different when the variance are known and the sample size is large. Now, in case of t-test, the t-test is one type of inferential statistics. It is used to determine whether There is a significant difference between the means of two groups. With all inferential statistics, we assume the dependent variable fits a normal distribution. When we assume a normal distribution exists, we can identify the probability of a particular outcome. Next, that is the F test. To understand the F test, an F test is an statistical test in which the test statistics has an F distribution under the null hypothesis. It is most often used when comparing statistical model that have been fitted to a data set in order to identify the model that best fits the population from which the data were sampled. I hope you may understand the four different understanding about the four different concepts: the chi-square test, the z test, the t test, and the f test. Now, here is the analysis of data that has been categorized into the broader way for your understanding. Thank you for watching this video. In our next video, we will discuss about the report writing stage.